Boxers, not briefs, in Maximo and the Army of Din. Plus, the horror of song.
Amphibian paradise, wide open space.
My ears are bleeding.
When we get sunburned, we put on lotion.
It's game time. Giant rats in your dungeon? Just call your hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello and welcome to X-Play.
On today's Underwear Pack Show, we have a sequel to one of my favorite games of all time, and it answers the age-old question, what do knights really wear under all that armor?
Plus real-time strategy for the GameCube.
More Neverwinter Nights.
And we expose you to some of the worst songs ever featured in gaming. They're terrifying.
Plus, the shocking truth about where we get our interns.
But we kick things off with a game Adam is all excited about.
Yay! It's the sequel to 2002's Maximo Ghosts to Glory, which of course is based on Ghosts and Goblins, my favorite game of all time. Here's a review of Maximo versus Army of Zin. Now, we all know that Maximo is an homage to the classic Ghosts and Goblins series. But did you know that the original concept for the game was this? You didn't. Well, it's because I'm lying. Maximo versus the Army of Zin lets us return as the heroic hero, Maximo, who's definitely been exercising hypodermically. I mean, look at those muscles. And his shoulders. The cute toothbrush on his head. Outside of dubious personal training, the game has some significant differences from its predecessor. Firstly, this game is combat-oriented, and he has a new weapon, a big old hammer. Maximo has a bunch of new moves that can be purchased, and stringing together a bunch of badass combos makes the damage more damaging. More importantly, it's incredibly fun. This is some of the most satisfying combat I've played in a while. Also, the enemies aren't your typical ghouls and ghosts. This time around, you're attacked by the Army of Zin, a series of clockwork nasties that are filled with character and cogs. In fact, while the game isn't the most technically proficient, it has more visual energy than most other games out there. There are smaller additions as well. You can occasionally transform into Grim and indulge your float-and-slash fantasies. Plus, you can purchase new boxers, because from drawers comes burning vigor. What about the sock garters of penicillin? But the best change is that the game is no longer that cheap. It's $40! Oh, that's rich. Actually, you can now see enemies coming. And when they hit you, you're comfortable acknowledging that it's your fault. Plus, the camera works much better as well. Jumping is also a little less faith-based, as you can stab into ledges. But best of all, you can save at any time. Now, that's not to say it's gotten easier. Oh, no. This is not for the impatient or the gaming maiden. You can purchase continue coins, but when you run out of them, back to the beginning of the level for you. And these levels are long. Problem is, there are still enough technical issues that will get in your way, and you'd wish that something was more forgiving. Despite that, this is an engaging game from beginning to end. If you have the patience, skill, and, well, interest, switch out of your briefs and grab your sword. Oh, hold on. I didn't really mean it like that. No, it's... Jeez. 4 out of 5.
I have no time for this foolish game. Come, Michael.
Let me go!
While the game is still very hard, it's so much more fair than the first Maximo. So thank you.
Adam, why are you only wearing boxers right now?
Well, you know, I found Maximo's casual approach to combat to be inspiring, and I like that cool breeze that goes right through the studio here. You know, I also really like sophomore humor.
Okay, well, as many a gamer knows, video game music can be quite good. For example, the score of Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Or Spyro the Dragon.
Or Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But when the music is bad, it's very, very bad.
Like, horribly bad. Now join us as we explore the dark side of game music when we present another of X-Play's uncomfortable moments in gaming.
You in your underwear is an uncomfortable moment. Will you put some pants on?
No.
And now, X-Play presents Uncomfortable Moments in Gaming. Today's story, The Horror of Song.
Song. From the frothy pop of Final Fantasy X-2 to the oddly didactic hip-hop of Parappa the Rapper.
When I say boom, 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 you say bam, bam, bam. No pause in between. Come on, let's jam.
Song has been gaming's blessing and its curse.
You left your hero.
Bad music in video games is nothing new, as recent releases like Billy Hatcher can attest. But when you add lyrics to that music, the resulting combination can induce agonizing pain.
Rainbows in the sky make you want to fly.
Yeesh. From the theme song oddly reminiscent of Young Guns era Bon Jovi in 1999's Rising Dawn. To the love ballads of Mobile Suit Gundam, Federation vs. Xeon.
Yes, my sweet, yes, my sweetest.
Bad songs have caused gamers a sharp, sudden pain not unlike a swift kick to the testicles. Not that I'd know what that felt like. And when the music is removed, leaving characters a cappella, the results can be shocking.
With my rice, I like to have some cow, cow, cow. It tastes so very good, I don't know how.
But no one title has truly encapsulated the horror of song more than Rhapsody, a musical adventure.
Cornet is my name and I'm a puppeteer too. With my puppet friends, there's nothing that we can't do.
Developer Nippon Ichi Software combined RPGs and musical theater, a veritable match made in hell, and one that would appeal to a limited audience. This man.
Help you too.
Released in 2000, Rhapsody presented PlayStation owners with such timeless hits as Someday,
Find my way to you.
Evil Queen,
Oh yes, I am evil personified, so get down on your knees.
Amphibian Paradise,
Amphibian paradise, wide open space.
the Mountain Men song,
Mountain men, big and strong and full of fury.
and Amazing Pirates.
We are the most amazing pirates. We hunt for sunken treasure in the ocean. When we get sunburned, we put on lotion.
Lotion? Needless to say, in the United States, Rhapsody went over like a lead balloon covered in fat people. However, in Japan, it sold like hotcakes because people there are crazy.
Okay, of course we aren't implying that all of the Japanese are crazy. Despite the game shows where people scald themselves and the fact that in Tokyo, I saw a mechanical shark that sang the song Witchcraft.
But we are saying that Rhapsody has some of the worst songs we've ever heard. She sings about puppets and lotion, for heaven's sake. And why aren't you wearing any pants yet?
I'm free.
Up next, getting medieval in Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark.
Welcome to the wireless age. Got your HP Pavilion ZT3020 notebook PC featuring Intel Centrino mobile technology. Your HP camera and wireless printer. Setting it up was easy, right, Techno Boy? Because you went to CompUSA for that state-of-the-art HP engineering. Then CompUSA came over, set it up, and trained you for free. Who else gives you so much attention? CompUSA, unmatched.
FIFA Soccer 2004, rated E for everyone. NCAA Football 2004, rated E for everyone. From EA Sports, now on Engage.
We see Fiona exploring a new world, filled with learning, filled with wonder. We see standing ovations and records beat. We see her graduating at the head of her class. We see kids full of potential. We're inspired to create software that helps them reach it.
For Kit Yoon, the only way out of the Hong Kong underworld is to go back in. Jet Li in Rise to Honor, rated T for teen.
The stage is set. The players are ready. And weeknights at 11:10 Central, the battle begins. Don't just watch X Play. Play along live with Tech TV Hyperactive. To play, register at techtv.com/hyperactive. Then watch X Play weeknights at 11:10 Central. Log on and play. Answer the questions. Chat with other players. Win cool prizes. And look for your name on the leaderboard live on TV. Tech TV Hyperactive. Only on Tech TV.
Just when you thought it was safe to get back into the water, it's Adam Zetzler and Morgan Webb.
But I can't swim. Welcome back to X-Play.
Our Dungeons & Dragons fans who bought BioWare's Neverwinter Nights in 2002 discovered that they'd picked up one of the best role-playing games of the last few years.
Though the single-player campaign did leave a little something to be desired, Neverwinter Nights provided a tool set for players to create their own D&D campaigns. So you could make your own fantasy adventure. How cool is that? Plus, Neverwinter even allows you to go online and act as a dungeon master in real time.
But now the second expansion pack for Neverwinter Nights is out, and they finally created a single-player campaign we really like.
Here's a review of Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark. Dungeons & Dragons seems to be the source material of choice for PC role-playing games. And it's not just a love for 20-sided dice either. The pen and paper game that has survived 3 generations has proven itself as a worthy source material for tons of video games. And in the case of Neverwinter Nights, that's been a good thing.
You, male, remove this dead fool and summon my red sisters.
Harsh words from a harsh lady. Set in the famed Underdark, originally popularized by the Dark Elf trilogies, Neverwinter Nights' second expansion pack, Hordes of the Underdark, depicts a cruel underground world dominated by a matriarchal society of evil dark elves. Yep, sinister, dirty, bad magic elves.
Come on, let's go!
And so, the new expansion has it falling on you and yours to do a little dungeon cleaning.
No time for talking, let's get to the action!
Okay, so if you have an existing character, more power to you. But if you don't, the game lets you choose from an assortment of beefy adventurers or simply whip one up from scratch. Plus, all of the homemade characters will be available in both the fatty and skinny variety. Love that. Now, most players will simply play through the expansion single-player campaign, and luckily for them, it doesn't disappoint. Thanks in part to much improved storytelling and better voice acting.
It's time to take out the trash!
Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Now, one of the unintentionally amusing sides to Neverwinter Nights has been the freedom to drop all that armor and junk and simply streak around mostly naked.
Now you shall taste my power!
While that's not really an effective fighting strategy, it does give rise to the occasional smirk. And perhaps not to be outdone in the second expansion, Underdark allows players to enlist the aid of additional fighters, and new to this series, you can manage their belongings, and so if you choose, you can have them run around mostly naked as well.
Oh my word!
Strike swiftly.
Follow me!
Once more into the breach, my friends!
Or not, that's just me. Basically, though, what you'll find here is yet another satisfying hack-and-slash adventure, filled with perilous traps and a veritable plethora of challenges. A little brief, perhaps, but we're giving Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark an improved, expanded, and worthy 4 out of 5.
What's up with you and games where people are in their underwear today?
Well, I don't know. It's just some weird pantless theme that we've got going.
Well, the theme stops here.
Well, actually, there's going to be a scantily clad ogre later in the show. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Coming up, Adam Setzler, Evil Genius, Bust Stunts.
It revolutionized fuel-efficient driving, and now it's even better. The new Toyota Prius. It's bigger, more powerful, and even more stylish. The 2004 Prius is propelled by hybrid synergy drive, which integrates all the aspects of the Prius's hybrid system, from the electric motor to the gas engine, and makes it more powerful and more fuel-efficient. In fact, it's one of the most fuel-efficient cars available. Imagine the money you'll save at the pump, plus you never have to plug the Prius in. The Prius also generates almost 90% fewer smog-forming emissions than the average new car. But the new Prius isn't just a solution for the environment, it's also ideal for an active life. The new Prius is the world's only midsize hybrid. The 4-door liftback includes increased legroom and cargo space. Toyota didn't stop there. They redesigned the interior with the latest technology. The available smart entry and start system means you never have to rummage around for your keys again. Available Bluetooth technology allows for hands-free cell phone use. And my personal favorite, the available DVD-based navigation system. I'm never going to have to look at a map again. The power to move forward. The new Toyota Prius. For more information, head to toyota.com/Prius. I'm Kristen Spence for Digital Avenue.
Stop jumping on the bed. Stop jumping on the bed.
You'd be happy too if you saved up to 75% on your hotel. Fly, sleep, drive, cheap.
In the new millennium, over half of the Earth's computers fell victim to the attack of the killer worms. These deadly worms threaten to destroy our computers. But for less than $1 a week, you can fight back with Stop Sign. Stop Sign guarantees to get you and keep you virus-free or your money back. And you get unlimited free phone support. Stop Sign, because the only good worm is a dead worm. Stop Sign, the best virus protection guaranteed. Call 1-800-WORMS-KO now.
Want to take off? Enterprise Rent-A-Car has take-off weekend specials from $9.99 a day. That's Friday to Monday, just $9.99 a day. So take off this weekend. Log on to enterprise.com or call 1-800-RENT-A-CAR.
We interrupt these commercials to bring you Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to the show.
Here at X-Play, we get a lot of viewer mail. And not all of it is hostile or condescending. In fact, many people ask us the same question. How can I become one of the X-Play interns?
Now, if you think we get them from prestigious academic institutions like Harvard or Yale, or maybe we have them complete a rigorous screening process, or maybe force them to compete for the job in deadly gladiatorial combat, well, you think that, you'd be wrong.
Well, now, finally, it's time to pull back the curtain and reveal the truth behind how we get our unpaid workforce.
Here at X-Play, our interns have grown to love their jobs. In fact, we get hundreds of letters from the public asking how they too can become interns. We hate to leave our viewers in the dark, so let's take a step into the past to see how intern Desiree got her job as an X-Play intern.
Oh, this place is a mess. Where's intern?
Adam, we don't have any interns today or tomorrow.
Fine. I know how to deal with this.
To the war room.
Boys, it's time for Operation Shanghai. Let's move. Move. got? Anything at the shopping mall?
That's a negative. There's no candidates here at the mall. Over.
Damn! Spotter, proceed to the next location and continue operation.
Second location, no viable subjects. Over.
All right, Muscle, pick up the spotter. Go check out the park.
Sessler, subject is in park. Initiate Shanghai.
Gentlemen, we are a go.
On the lookout for easy targets. Oh, I mean interns. Maybe you'll be next.
That's how we get the interns?
Yeah, don't worry about the interns. We treat them really well. Don't we? Desiree, we got you a new haircut and everything, so you're really happy to be here, aren't you, Desiree?
Cassie is my real name. Desiree is my intern name.
But you're really happy to be here, aren't you, Desiree?
Yes, very happy.
In a moment, Ogre in a G-string. It's Goblin Commander.
The new GMC Envoy XUV. Multifunctional. Adaptable. Retractable. The revolutionary Envoy XUV. The sport utility with more utility. Only at your GMC dealer. Professional grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
These days, staying on top of your credit and protecting yourself from identity theft isn't an option. It's your responsibility. Here's a new website, protectmyid.com, that can not only help you save thousands of dollars, but may also protect you against the fastest growing crime in America. At protectmyid.com, you can instantly see what's in your credit report and who's been looking at it, so you can make sure everything's accurate. Log on to protectmyid.com. Sign up today and receive your free credit score in seconds.
Staying on top of my credit can help me save a lot of money.
Staying on top of my credit helped me get the lowest interest rate on my car loan.
I want to be protected against identity theft. At protectmyid.com, I get daily email alerts if key changes appear on my credit report.
Stay on top of your credit and give yourself the peace of mind you deserve. Log on now to protectmyid.com. It's your credit, it's your responsibility.
Tuesdays on Tech TV. At 8:30, hot products and cool gadgets. Check out Fresh Gear.
We got our hands on one, and we are giving you a sneak peek.
Then at 9, ordinary people with amazing ideas. Watch Invent This.
If people have to live in boxes, somebody should at least invent a better box.
And at 9:30, what happens when your body is pushed to the limits? Watch Body Hits. It all starts Tuesday night at 8:30, 7:30 Central on Tech TV. Weeknights at 9 on Tech TV. Amazing discoveries.
It's very, very hard to describe that feeling of discovery.
Extraordinary people.
Living life as a cyborg.
And things you never knew were true.
There is supposed to be a cover-up. It's official policy.
Weeknights at 9 on Tech TV. Inspiring stories, compelling drama, and exciting new shows. See it all. Every weeknight at 9, only on Tech TV. At techtv.com, you'll find amazing shows, cool news, games, contests, and more. Find it all. Log on to techtv.com.
Now with Ragdoll Physics, it's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Look, in case you were scared there wasn't going to be any more tasteless semi-nudity on today's show, we return with a strategy game that shows off a little hot ogre flank.
Now this puppy comes to us courtesy of the former employees of Blizzard. They're the developers behind StarCraft and Warcraft, two of the biggest real-time strategy games in the world. Here's a review of Goblin Commander.
Our story is not one of providence, not one of divinity or evolution from the primordial slime.
Thus begins Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde. No, it's not a game about letting fantasy hookers out of a prison all at once. It's an action-packed strategy game in which you command goblins and trolls in a war against other goblins and trolls. You play the role of Commander, which actually means you're a big glowing cursor on the screen. You can use this cursor to move your troops around by clicking on the ground, just like a normal real-time strategy game. The cool twist in Goblin Commander is that you can actually possess individual units and move them around like a character in an action game. This applies to the little Goblin Clan guys here, as well as the big guns of the Goblin Commander world, the Titans. Each clan has a different Titan, but I like the Stone Ogre. He smashes things. Provides a heaping helping of ogre booty, and he eats enemies and wildlife for health. Sheep with green blood. Red-blooded sheep equals mature rating, you know. Unlike many strategy games, Goblin Commander is blissfully light on the resource management. You only collect two things, gold and souls. Your effort to monopolize both the economy and spirituality allows you to summon new troops. All you have to worry about in construction is where to put your 3 defense towers. The focus is on the fast and highly destructive combat. You can have up to 10 goblins from each clan and 1 titan at any time. Wow, Goblinese is a really efficient language. They don't look too bright, but they express multiple concepts with a single syllable. The one glaring flaw of Goblin Commander, there's just not enough of it to go around. The single-player campaign is a fairly short 5-chapter affair. The only other way to play is the 2-player skirmish mode. It's fun, but split-screen strategy is odd. Why isn't there online or link play? It's not on the level of Warcraft 3, but Goblin Commander unleashes the Horde and delivers the goods with admirable bashing and crashing. A 4 out of 5. The good news about Goblin Commander, it's available on the GameCube, which means that there's finally another real-time strategy game for Nintendo's console besides the whimsical Pikmin.
The great news?
Yeah.
It's time for viewer mail. Great.
Yes, today's viewer mail is from Chris in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. He writes, can you tell me in which game the famous line of dialogue, all your base or belong to us, is from?
Well, the game was 1991's Zero Wing, which was a space shooter from the Genesis era.
Screen turn on. It's you. How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us.
There was a generic title that was completely unremarkable except for the weird dialogue, which included the now infamous line, all your base or belong to us.
And someone made a dance remix of that dialogue.
Yes.
And the rest is history. Tonight, we have it here for you.
Yes. Visit our website, techtv.com/xplay. Have a good night and just love this video.
Sing a dance.
All your base